Hi, my name is Elena Sierra-Serrano, and I'm going to be talking to you about my thesis, Rethinking Methods for Skeletal Age at Death in Forensic Anthropology. I am an Archeology PhD student, and my supervisor is Dr. Hugo Cardoso. So, did you know that when asked to estimate a skeleton's age at death, we forensic anthropologists still use notions from a method that was developed in 1920? That's 100 years ago. Here's how that method works. These are white people, and here's how Black people are different from the norm. These are men, and here's how women deviate from the norm, and so on. Why do we still use that? Well, firstly, it's not easy to create new methods for skeletal analysis. You need to study a lot of skeletons, yet access to these is restricted for a variety of logistical and ethical reasons. Museum collections are the obvious choice, but many of these are biased in so many ways. Then, if it's so difficult, why bother with a rethinking? Well, without incorporating enough human differences, we cannot make a method that's applicable to everyone. It's like you see on the slide. We need to lift the gray veil, otherwise we're missing much of the variation. Also, in forensic investigations, aging human skeletal remains can literally be a matter of life or death. What's more, forensic anthropologists are directly responsible for the way that notions of ancestry or biological sex are presented to the public, because we work hand in hand with law enforcement. So in my research, I'm going to give a rethinking to the way we use museum collections to represent human differences. By studying a lot of hip bones, I plan to create a new protocol for estimating how old a person is. For that, I will use a sample strategy that accounts for the limitations of museum collections. That means selecting individuals one by one in a way that they represent as many differences as possible. Then, I will prove this approach valid by examining its reproducibility and accuracy. In summary, we really need to modernize forensic methods and bring them into the 21st century. There are definitely things that need a rethinking. It is time to discard exclusive racial categories, and it is also time to not treat biological sex as a distribution with two opposite sides. Human differences should not be about separating individuals, but about integrating them instead. A revision of the methods in a way that represents how we value human differences today, not how we did 100 years ago, is long overdue.